Hello, today I'm going to be showing you a very useful addition to the usability of your Android phone. I'm using an Android J5 2016 model, but this will work with most versions of Android. If I just have a quick look under settings about device, we should be able to see which version software info I am using. There you can see this version is Android 6.01. Right, this is to get your Kindle reading to you without purchasing any extra facility from Amazon, just using the text-to-speech inbuilt in your phone, the same that reads to you in your sat-nav. So what we're going to do first to get this working is obviously download and install Kindle. The next thing we need to do is go back to settings and go to accessibility. Now this will be up towards the top. I've got my phone in easy mode, but either way it's very straightforward. So we're going to, if I can find it, having said that, accessibility, there we are. Now we should be able to whiz right down to the bottom under services. Some phones might have a separate menu for services. We then click on talkback and before turning it on, let's go to settings. Now if you use your phone for sat-nav and you have heard the voice speaking to you, then it should all be already set up, but just in case you haven't got voice capability installed, go to text-to-speech settings under talkback settings, under the talkback settings. If you can see something similar to this, you can always click on the settings wheel, and that will show you if you have a language installed, what it is. So you'll be able to see language there, and if you haven't got the language you want, you can press on install voice data and choose from the different languages and download and install. So that will mean that you don't have to be connected to the internet for Kindle to read to you. So then if we go back into settings, just to make sure we're in the right place, you needn't have pressed the home button there, but now the next thing to do is, once we go down to talkback, now don't turn talkback on, go back out of settings and go to direct access. Now this is where we turn direct access on and turn it on for talkback. And all this means is if you press the home key 3 times in short succession, that will activate talkback. Now that's important that we don't turn it on yet, because it makes it much easier to get Kindle going to the place we want it to go to. Now, go back to the home screen, go to Kindle. Now make sure you've got the book that you want ready and press the home key 3 times quickly.
Talkback on.
Right.
Talkback enabled.
Now once it says talkback enabled, you can touch once the book that you...
The Wealth Dragon Way, The Why, The When and the How to Become Infinitely Wealthy, Lee, John, book downloaded. Reading is 88% completed.
Now the way that...
Selected.
Right, sorry. The way that this works is anything you select with one finger has a slight green outline, you can see there, and then you can tap anywhere on the screen with 2 taps to open it. So if you want to choose one of the buttons at the top, it would select there, and you'd press twice and it would open it. Obviously designed for people with limited vision.
Swipe right and double tap to start continuous reading.
Now I'd recommend that you turn...
Double tap and hold to select text.
Right, thank you. I'd recommend that you turn the brightness all the way down before doing this, because the screen has to stay active all the time. The other thing you should also do is set the screen to stay on for the longest amount of time possible under settings and display. Okay, so the trick here, a lot of people, my friends, have said that they weren't able to get it working. When they press on the screen, it comes with a green outline, and it will only read this page. It will only read this page, and then it will stop when it gets to the bottom, not continuous reading. To activate continuous reading, you need to keep swiping right until it says double tap to activate continuous reading. You might need to do it a few times.
Paired. I. Start continuous reading.
There we are. As soon as it
Double
says
tap
start,
to start text to speech.
then you double tap.
Double tap to act. Though the circuit board was to be sealed up and no one would see it, Jobs
The
felt that
phone
the
will
fact
now
that the
continue
engineers had to
reading
put
the
their
whole
names on
book
it would make them work to their highest
until the
standards.
screen brightness turns
Set
off.
make sacrifices if you can't make sacrifices to build a financially abundant future.
When
then
the
you don't
screen
believe you
turns
deserve
off,
one.
you will then
We're always
need to
astonished by
just
the
press
kinds
the
of
home
excuses we
button
hear.
once and then
People
do
give
the,
the lamest excuses
system
as to why
again
they
of
can't
swiping.
get to a seminar.
Sorry,
Quote,
I'll stop
though
it
the
for a
circuit
moment.
board was to be sealed up and no one would see it, Jobs
Quiet.
felt lamest.
Right, sorry about that. What I was saying is that after 10 minutes or half an hour, what you've got it set to, the screen will say screen off. You then swipe right again until it says double tap and go through the same procedure. When you want to finish, you then press the home key 3 times again and talkback off will be disabled like this.
Talkback disabled.
And then you've got your phone back to normal. Now, the only thing I've done here is I've covered up with a piece of post-it that I've cut off the proximity sensor at the top, because otherwise, when you shut the cover while you're listening, it will turn off the reading. But if you cover up the proximity sensor, I don't have any trouble with that at all, because if I'm on the phone, when I've dialed a number, if I need to get the screen back, I just press the home key. Well, I hope you have some good luck with this.